Hello, Assalamu alaikum, greetings, have a nice day. I'm back with a new video which is about the medical ethics, preferred resources, number of questions per exam, and the practicing questions. So, the thing is, likely if you're a medical student preparing for USMLE Step 1 exam, you must have a solid understanding of how important is the medical ethics. It is that subject that is heavily tested on USMLE Step 1 exam. In fact, it is one of the likely the consistently most tested subjects on the exam. So first of all, we will talk about the preferred resources. So with so many resources available, it can be overwhelming for you to decide which ones to use. So don't worry, we have got you covered. We have put together a complete guide for the resources for ethics to be used for your USMLE Step 1 exam, whether you have just started your preparation or you are in the final stages of your study. So first of all, I'll talk about likely the resources, and that specifically includes first aid for the USMLE Step 1. We know this likely the important books which is considered to be the comprehensive book for the USMLE Step 1 exam, and the portion of ethics that is provided in this book is amazing. So you can use this as a source for revision. When we are preparing for USMLE Step 1, we usually keep notes to revise in the final stages of our preparation. So you can keep that book to prepare or to revise your basic concepts that you have studied using likely the QBanks or other resources. You can revise those concepts using those 3 or 4 pages that were given in the first aid. Specifically, first aid has these 2 pages which likely they have given the specific case scenarios and what as a physician you have to do, you need to do, because USMLE Step 1 exam is actually filled with those case scenarios. So you must have to achieve a complete command over those 2 pages that I specifically recommend. And the second most important resource that you can use is UWord, which is according to specifically my personal recommendation is a must to use because it can help you become familiar with the types of ethical scenarios you can encounter on the exam. So specifically, likely it will help you get familiar with or likely become more comfortable with those types of case scenarios. Okay, so let me write it down for you. Number one is the first aid. 2 pages of case scenarios. So next one is UWord. You need to complete the whole subject of UWord, specifically that is provided for the ethics. That ethics portion will likely help you to go through for your exam without even having a second thought on the other option. So it is again a must to do. So another option I wanted to give it likely is Mehlman notes. You must have heard, just a minute, Mehlman notes. Now there are certain situations in which these Mehlman notes are important. Specifically, I used these notes before my exam. Specifically, when around 2 weeks were left, I used these notes to go through, to skim through the concepts of the ethics, and I use these notes, specifically read it with the help of likely the study partner. Like Okay, so these Melman notes helped me with my preparation in final 2 weeks. I just skimmed it likely with the help of a study partner, and these notes, like according to my recommendation, can be used as a source of likely superimposing your concepts or strengthening your likely the concepts. So yeah, Melman has made these notes along with the specific examples of that specific case scenario. For example, breaking a bad news, the topic is given and multiple questions related to that topic is given. So likely it will help you a lot in your main exam. Another thing I wanted to share, it likely these days, as I have said earlier, the ethics portion is heavily tested in exams these days. So as far as I can recall, I took my exam in in 2022, and almost I got, as far as I can recall correctly, 5 to 6 questions per block I got for ethics. So it is heavily tested. You have to be prepared. Good luck.